what is up? I got Pinis with me, and when I say Pinis, I don't mean my head. I mean the famous Pinis. Hi, Pinis.
Hello.
For the people that don't know, like Pinis has been featured in is it Kenji's Summoner's War Battle RTA replays many times, and SW battles as well, right?
I think once
there, but more Kenji, yeah. Yeah, and if you guys don't know, actually, like, yes, there's YouTube, yes, there's Twitch, but Pinis is doing something really good on Instagram. And for those people that like RTA or other kind of content like inter-server arena battle and stuff like that, if you go to Pinis's Instagram, he actually shows you his runes, he shows you his artifacts. He's got over 2K followers, which is probably higher than my YouTube, and very soon. He shows you all his runes. He's a G3 player. Used to be an Aftermath EU. Are you still an Aftermath EU?
Not at the moment, but I'll probably be back.
Fair enough. You're going to chill to play your... Bro, you got Pontos, you got Valantis, but you don't even use it. You don't even use them that much. You use crazy stuff. And if you look at like Kenji's videos on YouTube, you use like weird ass comps, man. Like Suki is one of your favorite monsters, I can see here, and you just posted him a couple of days ago. So yeah, if you guys aren't following Pinis on Instagram, check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. It'll be so much quicker to get there. Just click that link, and if you want, you can follow me on Instagram. But I haven't posted there for ages. So today, me and Pinis are gonna do on a how to rune a video. One second. Where are you? Are you in this chat? I wanted to see your profile. Are you on double one?
Wait.
Four ones.
Yeah, I write something.
Yeah, write something.
Chat doesn't load yet. No.
There we go. So let's have a look at Pinis's. We had Raxas join us in the last video to Harun Douglas. So I got Pinis. I keep saying Pinis. This is his profile, guys, okay? This is his profile. G3, legend. Okay. TOA held only 28 stars. I got 30. And yeah, he's really, he knows what he's talking about. So he's joining me to talk about how to rune a Nana, guys. Okay, there's different ways to rune Nana. There's Siege Nana and there's RTA Nana. But I think me and Pinis were talking off the recording not long ago. I think the stats are gonna be the same, but depending on how you want to rune her, I think the stats still remain the same. For example, like the high HP and the high accuracy and stuff like that. But then you can rune her different ways. So how would you rune Nana?
Yeah, I would say for now the most important stats are probably HP, because she keeps reviving stuff depending on how many stacks she have, and she has to survive somehow to revive people.
Sorry. Pinis. I forgot to mention people that are watching. Okay.
Just break short and.
Yeah, the stats he's gonna say, like if you're early and mid game, you just reduce it. If he says 30k HP in your early game, you maybe need only 15 or 20k HP. So you don't have to hit these stats, but it gives you an idea of a rune build and stats that you want to aim for your level, early game, mid game, and end game. Okay, sorry man, I had to cut that because I know people are gonna be like, I can't hit those stats, I'm early game. But yeah, go on.
No, I wanted to say like that it's easier for you can reduce it for early game, of course, but yeah. I'd say for like a really good Nana, you want like plus 25 to 30k HP-ish, around that mark. You always want some attack and some defense. I mean, defense just makes you tankier, and attack is always good to deal some damage and also to have a better artifact scaling. Speed really depends on the comp you're using it, because I mean she's an AoE defense breaker, so you want her to move before some damage dealers to abuse it.
Also after a stripper.
Yeah, and after the strippers, like somewhere in between. So, like depending on your comp, like plus 120 to like plus 150, 160 speed-ish. That's what I have seen. And you also want to have some accuracy, like I like mine on like at least 50 accuracy. You can also use accuracy for second skill artifact for the defense break. And yeah, like mine is on I think 60 or 61 accuracy and also like 12 with artifact. So the defense break is quite reliable. Yeah.
And how much crit rate should she have?
Actually, I like to have like the lowest crit rate possible because you don't really run her on crit damage anyways.
Exactly,
so if you don't really want to crit because there are units like Ragdoll, Arthur, stuff like this where you actually don't want to crit against. But
exactly, that's what I mean. So people that are watching this, like your first most important substat, I would say, is HP, right?
Yeah, it is for sure.
HP, and then it's followed by, I think second and third will be speed and accuracy.
Speed and yeah, for sure.
And then fourth will be defense.
Mm-hmm.
And then fifth will be attack. Will it be attack or will it be resistant? I think. Actually, attack. Yeah, attack.
I think there are two ways because you can actually run a 100 res Nana. I have seen that. Because if you play some comp like, let's just say like Super Bruiser comp with Riley, Ragdoll, Nana and stuff, for those cases you can actually run a 100 res Nana. But if you don't play a really tanky Bruiser comp, you don't need any res on her, I think.
But if she's stunned, if she's stunned, it doesn't matter because she still has her stacks.
That's right, but
passive,
you maybe want the defense breaks and attack breaks.
And then the last thing you should be not focusing on is crit damage and crit rate. You don't want crit rate and crit damage on that because you're not building on crit damage. Like you said, she's not an attack kind of monster. She's a support, support kind of monster. Okay, what about for rune builds? What kind of rune builds do you want?
I think in RTA, the most played build is for sure Despair. There are some Vaio ones. Me personally, I don't really like Vaio for RTA because she kind of steals your Vaio procs because the more you proc, the less your other units will proc. And her procs are not really important. So you want her actually on Despair because she also has an AoE. And for as offset, I think the best will probably be either Will or Revenge. I think maybe you can also just go for stats like, let's say, energy or focus, but Revenge or Will is probably the best.
What about Nemesis?
I don't really think you want Nemesis on her because...
Not in RTA, right?
Not in general.
Yeah,
right?
in general. I gotta go change mine now from Siege.
Oh, because I think what's the point of her getting more attack bar? I mean, that will only like mess up your speed tuning, right?
Exactly, yeah. What about in Siege? How would you want to run in Siege?
In Siege, I would for sure go for Destroy as offset because Destroy is also for arena dev, and Siege Destroy is probably the best offset because Destroy really counters every bruiser comp people are using against you. And I think the most Nanas in Siege, I mean, you can also play her in Despair, but I think Violent is probably better here because if she procs, she can get her defense break more often, and also she will destroy faster if she's on Destroy.
Yeah.
So,
and that skill 1 with multi-hits and additional damage?
Yeah, it does some damage.
Think about Destroy. I have mine on Nemesis. I need to rethink my Nana. After this, I'm gonna go reroute my Nana after this video. I'm like, why is she on Nemesis? Makes no fucking sense now that you've said it. I had her on Nemesis. It made sense when I ruined her. But yeah, so on CG you want Violent, you can go Despair, and in RTA you want Despair because you don't want Violent turns to be taken away. Mainly these are the points that you said. And then Offset in the Siege is Destroy, and then Offset in RTA is Revenge and Will.
Yeah, I think that's the best.
Okay, cool. And we spoke about the stats already, so let's go into her artifacts. What kind of artifacts do you want on her?
I think for the left side there are two options. Basically, you can either run full additional damage. I run full additional damage 2 in RTA.
Yep.
For Siege, I actually run Wind Reduce because she's also in my arena dev and I don't want her to be Lucian food. So she has to survive a Lucian there.
Yeah.
You can also go damage reduce in RTA, like reduce from water probably to like counter Molong and Wusa kind of teams. But either you go damage reduce or additional damage. I think that's the only really valuable stats.
Depends where you're playing her, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're playing an RTA... Yeah, go on.
Yeah. And for the type artifact, you basically just want additional damage and maybe some second skill accuracy, depending on how much accuracy you already have.
Like mine has no accuracy at all, so... I don't even have that. Yeah. I don't even have an artifact.
You maybe remove that additional damage for once, and then you find it something maybe.
Let's try speed. There we go. We got one there.
Oh yeah. Like, this one is pretty good. Like,
just change this to additional damage and you're good.
Yeah, that's fine.
So when you run additional damage, right, for the people that don't know out there, like early game and mid game players. Now, do I go additional damage first priority and then speed second priority because I've built on high HP and then high speed? So is the total base HP with the plus HP is the additional damage dealt?
Yeah, it's always the total stats.
So like the total, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if she's really overall all up base HP and then the HP that you've added from runes is high, you want to put additional damage by HP first, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And then if she's really fast, you go speed.
Yeah, that's it. And also, if you have like some artifacts to choose from, you can also look for some additional damage by attack because in RTA HP scales down and attack scales up.
Exactly, yeah.
So
that's a good point.
That's also some point to look for.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm just browsing on your Instagram. Your G3, G2 fights. Man, I can't believe you have Pontus and Volantis and you don't use them as much as like... I'd be just first pick Pontus, second pick Volantis every single fight.
Well, I mean, I pick Volantis kind of often, like I think 50% of my matches kind of. But Pontus I don't use a lot because he's not that good in this meta.
And when I post this video on YouTube, are you gonna post your Nana on Instagram?
Yeah, I will.
Awesome. Thanks for joining me for this video, man. I love your voice.
Great. Nice to hear.
Thanks everyone on YouTube. Yalla bye.
Thanks.